Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. In today's video, I'll be talking to you all about the importance of monitoring pregnant women who give birth in the postnatal ward for at least 72 hours before they are being discharged. So for those of you who are just coming to my YouTube channel for the very first time, I am Boris, the midwife, and my YouTube channel is all about midwifery, which entails the sexual and reproductive health of women, labor, delivery, and the newborn care. So please consider subscribing and turn on the bell icon so you won't miss any of my upcoming videos. Like I said before, today's video is all about emphasizing the importance of monitoring women who give birth in the postnatal ward for at least 72 hours before they are being discharged. So the reason why I'm doing this is because in our health facilities, especially in Cameroon or in rural areas, pregnant women who give birth in such areas, they are being immediately discharged by that institution. And they think that institution is either doing them a favor or is doing something good for them. But that's not the case, because it is very dangerous for both the pregnant women who are being discharged immediately after delivery, and it is very dangerous for that institution as well. So in today's video, I'll be giving you guys an important reason why these women need to be monitored for at least 72 hours before they are being discharged. So it's all because of one complication in obstetrics or in midwifery known as PPH, or postpartum hemorrhage. This guy is not so friendly. It can be really deadly, and the bad thing about it is that it doesn't just happen immediately after delivery. PPH, or postpartum hemorrhage, can occur after 24 hours or a couple of days after delivery. So in today's video, I'll be giving you guys the basics about postpartum hemorrhage. So I'll simply define postpartum hemorrhage. I'll tell you guys the causes of postpartum hemorrhage, and I'll tell you the types of postpartum hemorrhage. So what is PPH, or postpartum hemorrhage? Postpartum hemorrhage is simply the loss of blood greater than 500 milliliters after a normal vaginal delivery. Or it can also be defined as the loss of blood greater than 1000 milliliters after a cesarean section. And there are 4 common causes of postpartum hemorrhage, or PPH. The first cause of PPH is uterine atony. Uterine atony is the inability of the uterus to properly contract after delivery. And the second cause of postpartum hemorrhage is tissue, mostly retained tissue from the placenta. Because if there is some fragments in the uterus, then the uterus will be unable to contract properly. And the third cause of postpartum hemorrhage is coagulopathies. Coagulopathies is some sort of blood clotting disorders that some pregnant women after delivery, they have difficulties for their blood to clot properly. So this can cause hemorrhage or bleeding uncontrollably. And the fourth cause of postpartum hemorrhage is trauma. This trauma can be as a result of vaginal tears, cervical tears, and so on. So these are the 4 common causes of postpartum hemorrhage. Now let's move to the types of postpartum hemorrhage, or PPH. After I share this type of postpartum hemorrhage with you guys will understand why I'm emphasizing on the fact that women should be monitored for at least 72 hours in the postnatal ward after delivery. So the first type of postpartum hemorrhage is early postpartum hemorrhage, or primary postpartum hemorrhage. This type of postpartum hemorrhage, or PPH, occurs within 72 hours. It occurs within 24 hours after delivery. And the second type of postpartum hemorrhage is known as the secondary or the late postpartum hemorrhage. This type can occur after 24 hours and up to 6 weeks after delivery. So in the postnatal ward, what we do to ensure that these women are safe from this deadly complication known as postpartum hemorrhage, what we do is, on a daily basis, we monitor the women. That's, we examine them. We do checkups, like we monitor their conjunctivas to check if they are pink or pale, because if they are pale, it means they are anemic and they are bleeding abnormally. We also check their uterus to check if it's firm or contracted. We actually palpate it abdominally, we massage the uterus to make sure that it's well contracted. Because if it's not well contracted, the women will be bleeding uncontrollably. And we also check their parts. We actually examine them, we see their parts, and we ask them how many parts they change on a daily basis. All these parameters are very important. We check their blood pressure, we check their pulse, we check their temperature. Because women who develop a temperature or a fever, that's a high temperature or fever after delivery, this can put them at the risk of experiencing postpartum hemorrhage. So guys, this is why it is very important for these women to be monitored for at least 72 hours after delivery. And it doesn't just end there. We give them rendezvous. They come back after 7 days, that's 7 days after delivery, and we give them rendezvous up to 6 weeks. Because this postpartum hemorrhage, especially the late postpartum hemorrhage, it can occur after 72 hours and up to 6 weeks after delivery. So we give these women rendezvous up to 6 weeks postpartum. So this is a very important strategy that should be placed in all institutions that's monitoring women for at least 72 hours and giving them regular postpartum rendezvous for them to come and receive these routine postpartum examinations. So guys, thank you all for watching this video. It was a pleasure having you all. Please don't forget to like the video, subscribe, and turn on the bell icon so you won't miss any of my upcoming videos. Like I said before, I am Boris the midwife, and your health is my priority. See you all in my next video.